Hello and welcome to my presentation, which talks about foreign direct investment within the framework of a firm's market entry strategies. My name is Mario Glowik, and you will find the content in more detail to read in Chapter 3 of the book Market Entry Strategies, Internationalization Theories, Concepts and Cases. At the end of this session, we should be able to describe major characteristics and alternatives of foreign direct investment. When we talk about foreign direct investment, the firm has four major possibilities. So, first of all, the firm sets up an entirely new operation that is also called greenfield investment or startup. The alternative is that the firm acquires partial share, we call this equity participation, of another firm located in a foreign target market. Another alternative is that the firm takes over completely another established firm in the foreign country that is then called acquisition. And last but not least, as a fourth alternative, within the framework of foreign direct investment, the firm conducts a merger. A merger is usually conducted in between two usually larger firms. And all of these activities are implemented in order to realize the firm's growth strategy through expanding in foreign markets. The term wholly owned subsidiary, which you probably already found in the literature, describes foreign property, for example, in terms of research and development laboratories, sales branches, and manufacturing plants. These facilities are completely owned by the firm as a result of its capital investment abroad. An acquisition comes along with the advantage that the firm combines its own resource potentials with those of an acquired foreign firm. For example, own research and development know-how is combined with strong technological expertise of the foreign firm or strong market knowledge of the foreign target market, and through the acquisition we gain access to this valuable knowledge. An alternative to an acquisition is the greenfield investment. In this case, necessary resources to start up a new business in the foreign market have to be available in-house, have to be available at our own firm. In contrast to an acquisition, the establishment of a firm through a greenfield investment, foreign startup, entails building an entirely new organization, and that is usually time consuming, whereas an acquisition in comparison is possible to implement within much shorter time frame. However, there's a risk that we acquire a firm which indicates a different company culture, and that may cause then some challenges after the acquisitions. Maybe in worst case, qualified personnel, highly talented employees may leave, and that is not the case for greenfield investments. For when we develop our own organization, when we have time to share our ideas concerning the business mission, the vision, the company culture, the work ethics with all of our employees. So all in all, both acquisition and greenfield come along with advantages and disadvantages. And there's a merger. That means in this case, two firms amalgamate their resources in terms of equity, their organization, their firm functions such as marketing, research and development, and they form a new company. So international mergers typically involve rather larger firms of similar size but with different national origins. And mergers are sometimes preferred to acquisitions in order to minimize the mental reservations of the national governments, depending on the strategic importance of the local economy. So to sum up, as I titled this illustration, decision tree of foreign direct investment alternatives, we have the foreign direct investment, and then we distinguish whether these facilities abroad in terms of firms, plants, laboratories are already existing or not. If not, we build up an entirely new facilities, and this is called greenfield investment in the literature. We can build up our own research and development laboratory, our own plant, our own operations, or we can build up our own sales services, sales branches, or we can do all together at the same time. In case we consider to have access to already existing facilities, we may think about an equity participation at our foreign target firm. We may think about to invest 10% of the shares, 20%, 40%, everything is possible. And then the advantage is that time goes by, we can monitor and evaluate about the performance of our foreign business operations. And then we may consider to increase our share or to reduce our share, which is not the case for acquisitions. In this case, we take over completely the foreign firm. And also in case of a merger, two usually large firms exchange their equity, and then there's a new firm established. And a merger always includes whole firm operations, including R&D, plant and operations, sales services, and branches. And in case of an acquisition, we may also think about whether it is possible to acquire, suppose the foreign partner is willing to sell, only sales and services branches, or only to have access or to acquire a well-developed and sophisticated research and development laboratory. Of course, most of the acquisitions include whole operations. Okay, so this is the decision tree concerning foreign direct investment. This is the literature I have used to build up this presentation. I would like to recommend to you, if you would like to read more concerning foreign direct investment activities. And thank you so much. I wish you most possible success in your academic studies or in business. Thank you for watching and listening, and hope to see you soon in another session. Thank you, and bye bye.